Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers may soon have gloves that can deliver painful electric shocks. The federal agency plans to spend between $10 and $20 million to purchase the new accessories that have already been used by some jails and police departments. CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez and CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson are here to break this down for us. So, Camilo, let's begin with what we know about these gloves. How would they be used?
Well, Lindsay, DHS posted a notice on Monday to the Department of Homeland Security saying that Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, is looking to spend between $10 and $20 million, as you underscored, to purchase some of the devices that you mentioned. The device is called CTG5 glove, and they are literally gloves, but that also stands for Generated Low Output Voltage Emitter. And again, the price tag is between $10 and $20 million. The company that sells the gloves says that they are designed to de-escalate situations between law enforcement officials and people who are non-compliant, people who are not complying with their directions, and that they subdue really subjects by delivering electrical pulses and shocks. And the context here is really critical because we have seen, as you know, many incidents across the country over the past year and a half under the second Trump administration of tense encounters between ICE agents and community members, protesters, and in some cases, the people they are trying to arrest. And in some cases, some of them have led to fatal shootings, including those two shootings we saw in Maine and Texas in July. And ICE typically says, Lindsay, that the people involved weaponize their vehicle or refuse to comply with commands. This could be a way potentially to address that. But of course, there are many concerns. We're talking about a device that has a maximum voltage of about 380 volts, and that has to be applied directly on the skin of a subject. It does not work when somebody has a vest or a sweater or a jacket. And the company that sells the glove says that they should not be used on high-risk populations, including the elderly, small children, pregnant women, and severely disabled people.
How does this compare to a taser?
It's a good question. The company that sells them says they are more discreet and more non-lethal, if you will, than a taser.
What did you say the voltage is?
380 volts. And again, the Department
so it's less than a taser.
Yes, and the Department of Homeland Security is saying that this is still under review, that it is constantly reviewing and assessing options for ICE agents to protect themselves and to carry out operations. But the ACLU has already come out strongly against it, saying that it is, quote, terrifying to have ICE agents having this device because the organization believes that they have already proven that they are too quick to use force under the second Trump administration.
Camilo Montoya-Galvez, thank you. So let's bring in Jessica Levinson in Los Angeles. What are some of the constitutional questions that could come up with this?
So one of the big constitutional questions is whether the use of these gloves could constitute excessive use of force under the Fourth Amendment. You just had a great conversation, obviously, with Camilo about exactly what is the force here that would be used. How does this compare to tasers? Legally speaking, I think you would look at a lot of cases where tasers are used and look at the different factors that courts consider, like whether or not there's a safety threat, whether or not people are resisting arrest, whether or not, frankly, there's anything to de-escalate. Obviously, what's different here is that you're talking about a lower wattage, but you're also talking about, I noticed when you had the conversation of this is more discreet, you're talking about a situation where there's arguably less accountability. I can see when somebody takes a taser out, if somebody puts their hands on someone else, if an ICE agent put their hands on somebody they're trying to detain, it may not immediately be clear that they are about to use that electric shock. So tasers are a really good legal analogy, but it's not a perfect one.
Jessica Levinson, thank you.